And next up, we have a #1 contender match on our hand for our World Tag Team Championships, which are still in the possession of RK Bro after their successful title defense this Sunday against Mr. Morrison. Despite Legend Killer's presence and managing Mr. Morrison against his rivals Randy Orton and Riddle. Randy and Riddle stay tall, and now let's see who will challenge it. From Lucha House Party, Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado. Or from Retribution, T-Bar Mace. Why get those teams the opportunity, you might ask, especially with the problems inside of Retribution? Well, because those are one of the few teams who weren't in the Fatal 4-Way #1 contender tag team match last week on Raw. So the boards of directors think it would be only fair to give them opportunity, and maybe the same will be from the Mysterious and the Hurt Business, who also didn't got a shot. And well, speaking about the problems of Retribution, 1 month ago they had a tag team match, T-Bar Mace against Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik, like here tonight. But unfortunately for Mace and T-Bar, their teammate Slapjack had other ideas, attacking not just Kalisto managing Lince and Gran Metalik, but also Lince and Gran Metalik as well, which caused a disqualification loss for Retribution. And later that night, we don't know if it was an accident or not, but it looked like that he was about to screw fellow female member from Retribution, Reckoning, her match against Lacey. Luckily for Reckoning, could avoid this from happening by defeating Lacey that night. But the following week, Slapjack succeeded in costing Reckoning her match against Lacey, and also there were then the following week a Royal Rumble qualifying battle royal where T-Bar and Mace were two of the final 3 participants alongside Kalisto from Lucha House Party. And well, it looked like an easy advantage for Retribution. I mean, 2-on-1, especially with those powerhouses. But we still don't know if it was an accident for Mace, but blasting T-Bar with the kick and did lead to a heated argument and also lead to an elimination from T-Bar on Mace and almost cost him the match. But T-Bar also eliminated Kalisto and went on to the Royal Rumble, where he did a good performance last Sunday. But it was won by Rey Mysterio from the male side, and from the female side it was won from T-Bar, Mace and Slapjack's teammate Reckoning. So yeah. And also don't forget, Slapjack successfully managed Lacey Evans in her Rumble qualifier last week on Raw against Billie Kay. So yeah, that's also to be considered. But maybe things cooled down since Reckoning became #1 contenders despite losing the Super Sweat Women's title match against Bianca Belair and Asuka, even tapping out to Asuka, but then winning the Women's Royal Rumble by being a final entry and impressive performance, second last entry and impressive performance in there. And well, now we have this match on our hands, and Reckoning has a title match of her choosing. She could choose our Women's Championship, she could use NXT, NXT UK, SmackDown Women's Championship, but that's what we find out. And maybe even Retribution then will be traded or drafted or so. Also, this year won't be a draft, that's what I've heard of, because we just drafted rosters, kind of. I mean, NXT UK got their own unique roster. It would be a shame if they got changes immediately, you know.
Scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring.
Oh my God!
At a combined weight of 343 pounds.
Unless you want to see something
Gran Metalik and Lince.
As there's House Party, but from behind there's Retribution on the attack. Metalik didn't realize, but Lince does, but gets kicked in the face with a super kick from T-Bar. Now Metalik is in the chase, but got by T-Bar's Mace there, and all alone, 3-4 slam before the match even start. Hopefully we will see #1 contender match, but I don't know if the match get called off, if then either of those two teams get another opportunity. A shock bomb from T-Bar as Mace face first goes Lince against the barricade. Early unfair advantage from Retribution as T-Bar sending Metalik into steel steps and then goes to the ring to start this match properly, but the damage might be already done to the luchadors as Lince has seen enough. So I'm getting something going against Mace, perhaps, as Mace passes a knee smash from T-Bar to Metalik as the match is officially on the way. At least I was thinking about getting his revenge as Metalik saving Lince from the sheep shot from T-Bar. Huge super kick, not once but twice. It sure was nice, but it's what T-Bar's deserving. As we are finally officially underway in this tag team title number one contender match for our tag titles. A huge springboard moonsault from Metalik, but nobody home. And also, if you're wondering why is there no Kalisto, why is not Reckoning with them, why is no Slapjack with them, it's because they're all banned from ringside because of what happened 1 month ago. Huge lariat there from Metalik, because Slapjack not just cost his team but also robbed us of a potential good match between Lucha House Party and Retribution, you know, between Metalik, Dorado and Tiba Mace, you know. As Metalik made the save to Lindsay. And also I spoke earlier before the match about Slapjack's success as a manager, but also Tiba had success as a manager, successfully managing Reckoning on a match with Asuka 2 weeks ago here in War, with a huge win for Reckoning, which that valiant driver there from Tiba. Without Tiba, Asuka could have won the match, would have won the match against Reckoning. As Tiba get ejected, so we saw it. Nope. Tiba powering Lindsay there, which stomps there as Mace is looking on. But in the assault, I mean, Mace let Tiba do the damage all by himself after he delivered damage, and huge head scissor there from Lindsay. As maybe there are miscommunication still between Mace and Tiba. As Lindsay there, back on the neck, and now going up on the apron, back in the inside. Also, their announcement by the brothers of the Waxers, huge splash from Dorado goes nowhere, as that Tiba and Mace will show their issue in a one-on-one match next week, and hopefully they can do it. As huge chops there from Lindsay. Hopefully it won't be the end of Retribution. I mean, sure, their attitude, but DDT from Lindsay Dorado. I don't like their attitude, but I like their talent, and I see their potentials, and it would be, I think it's for the best of them to stay together as the group that they are, as the faction that they are, which bar there from Grand Metalik. But who knows, maybe a new start will help them. Maybe even maybe finding a new love, like the rumor said with Slapjack and Lacey Evans. The married Lacey Evans, should I ask, huge punches and stormed there from Grand Metalik. But also Lacey Evans, no stranger flirting with men of the WWE. I mean, huge closer there from Tiba. Lacey had a thing going on with Ric Flair a couple of years ago. 1 or 2 years ago, so yeah, huge backbreaker there from Tiba. Huge clothesline from Tiba finds its mark. A stomp to the face there. Tiba's in full control of Metalik there. Mace with the kick, Tiba with the kick. Is Mace just looking there? That's Tiba. Which clothesline. And now looking for a spring. But are you kidding me? Into leg drop. Never see Tiba doing a springboard before. And now tag made to Mace. Which stomp right there. Taking the arm with elbow after elbow. As Metalik is in so much trouble, he should make a tag. Which clothesline from Mace. As Lindsay wants a tag, but of course Mace doesn't let him. Why should he? I mean, would be disadvantage for them. But Metalik fighting back into Mace splash zone. The nutsack jump back suplex there. It's Mace. Huge right hook to Metalik. Squeeze like a vice grip.
That just looks nasty.
Face first goes Metalik against the rope. Close line goes nowhere. Metalik driver. As Tiba, sheep shot, choke slamming Metalik to the outside, but need to be careful. Retribution need to be careful. I don't know if the boss of the Raptors would like if any team wins we are countered here. As Mace sending Metalik into the barricade. Back first he goes, and I still can't believe that just a couple of moments ago we had the return of Damian Priest, who tried to get revenge against Karrion Kross, but Karrion Kross beat down Damian Priest just a couple of moments ago. That's now huge Snap suplex from Metallic. Also, don't forget, earlier tonight we crowned a new United States champion and the star-studded Battle Royal with Robert Wood in the end winning the United States Championship. Which tag was made there from Metallic to Lindsay Dorado. As don't forget, their teammate Kalisto, as Lindsay is about to fly, was in the Battle Royal as well. And so Slapjack. Huge splash from Lindsay goes nowhere. Which strike from Mace? Nope. Mace tried to strike him, but nope. Huge sunset flip onto a powerbomb. Will this be enough for Lindsay to advance? No, T-Bar in with the save. Just a nigga of time. Otherwise it could be over. T-Bar with a cheap shot. Choke bomb to Lindsay. As Mace with the storms. As the ref is warning T-Bar. T-Bar with a cheap shot to Grand Metalik. Ref is at 2 already. Almost get T-Bar disqualified there. He stayed in a couple of seconds longer, which he needed. I don't know what happened with this end with disqualification counter. Will the other team be number 1 contender or I don't know. Huge punch there from Mace to Lindsay and huge slam there. As Metallic wants in and he needs to be in, but Mace doesn't let him with a tag to the midsection. Time and time again, clothesline finds its mark and now stomp to the chest. And a very vicious Mace. Kick to the midsection got avoided by Kalisto. I say by Lindsay. Eduardo swooped in the corner. Down to the back of the head. Now elbows to the chest yet again. It's Mace talking trash right there. This leg of the audience. With cheer on Lindsay with the comeback, with the backbreaker, with support of the universe. But Mace with the counter. Kick to the midsection. Hammer and sickle there. Huge knee to the back of Lindsay. Cheap shot for Metallic. Lindsay back to his feet with a vicious knee. Wow, almost looked like a knee of glory. Wow, main attack to Metallic there. Hopefully NXT will get some answers this week to what happened to supposed to be number 1 contender for the NXT Championship at last Sunday at the Royal Rumble, but Sasha was found unconscious last week on NXT, so hopefully they find some answers this week. That's a huge double team there, Mace and T-Bar. The tag's been made, T-Bar now legal. As Mace off the sailing of the apron with a Santon. Beautiful looking and impressive by the big man and standing corkscrew there. Moonsault from T-Bar as well, and now sending Metallic into the barricade. The distraction what Retribution is known for as they get counted out. As that 4, don't forget Retribution are former World Tag Team Champion one time. So that 5 is also Reckoning former World Champion one time. Was that 6? T-Bar forcing the ref to restart the count as Mace is not helping out, just letting those two have the issues. As first goes Metallic against an on-table ref is at 3 again. As now T-Bar brings back Metallic. Of course Retribution doesn't care about anybody's well-being. As Metallic tried to crawl, make the tag, and he does. Lindsay now legal with T-Bar. But T-Bar was ready for it. The big meaty man. Battle film and now main attack to Mace again. Good team spirit tonight between Mace and T-Bar. Not perfect, but how can it be after the miscommunication and issues of the past? Huge boot got avoided by Lindsay. Lindsay with club to the back there of Mace. Yeah, that's how suddenly momentum can shift. It was all Retribution for the last couple of minutes, and now it's Lucha House Party from the top. T-Bar with a cheap shot. No, Lindsay somehow caught him in mid-air. I mean, he's a luchador, so you know all the tricks, but I'm still surprised that we don't see this very often, despite the luchadors having the experience. Huge knee strike there from Lindsay to Mace as T-Bar tried to make this, get the cheap shot in, and he did with a lariat. Hopefully Lindsay is alright. Lindsay tried to get Mace with a headbutt, but Mace able to avoiding it. Another clothesline to Lindsay. As Mace with the shoulder tackle sent Metallic flying off the apron. Running into Lindsay. It's Lindsay with kicks and strikes, but Mace with the reversal. Huge strikes from Mace, looking for a choke toss, and he delivers. Kick to the midsection. Yeah, brutal form to the back there from Mace. No, looking. Big punch to the lower torso, to the chest there of Lindsay. So looking for the choke slam. And he delivers as Metallic is looking on. But why isn't he getting back off the apron? Is he scared of Mace or? I don't know, close on there from Mace. I'm stomping a mudhole into Lindsay. I don't know what's with him. Metallic as Mace doesn't seem to care. I mean, he's focusing his punishment on Lindsay. Which just blows there from Mace. Which thrust kick even.
He's got the target acquired. Just a matter of moments.
Mace. Maybe playing with a spray here. But Lindsay using his quickness advantage. Punches though from Mace. Choke toss. Metallic finally back at the apron. What took him so long? So Mace tried to grab him. Maybe Metallic wants to avoid Mace. Cheap shot there. Maybe smartest. Lindsay with the Metallic driver. The finisher of his teammate. Almost to Mace's T-bar yet again in. With a cheap shot as Mace. Everything under control. Slamming Lindsay down. This reaction by the presence of T-bar there. Costing Lindsay. Stomps to the chest by Mace. No. Continuous assault of the chest there. I know which match you see Corey, to be honest. Hot shot. It's Metallic with the reverse of the sheep shot there from Mace. Not once but twice. It sure is nice. As Lindsay shoving Mace into the corner. And even lifting him up by it. Don't believe what I'm seeing there. With the Frankensteiner, but T-bar tossing Lindsay to the outside. Another cheap shot sent off the apron goes T-bar. With the strikes goes T-bar and Lindsay. Plays first against the apron. And down with Mace and Lindsay. So I'll start counting again. Hopefully we won't see a count out of this qualification result here. Because I enjoy the match so far, I hope you do as well. And are you rooting for the Lucha House Party? Are you rooting for Retribution? Or are you rooting for none of those teams? Or are you rooting for Mysterious, for Hurt Business, for the Dirty Dogs? Feel free to let us know which chokes them there. Maybe even for IF Academy. Huge knee there from Lindsay. And Mr. Morrison. As face first goes Mace in the corner. Now double team after the tags made. Look at this high risk taker into power. That's surprising by Lucha House Party. Goes on the cover. Will be enough. Metallic almost got the #1 contendership. But T-bar saving Mace just in time for the third time in the match. Power bomb from T-bar. Mace tried to get the Metallic, but missing as much as Metallic missed with the dropkick. Headbutt to the back there for Mace. Painful landing for Grand Metallic. That's now Mace picking him up by the pieces. Let's get whatever that was for a move. Get grounded. Metallic is like a house of fire since being tagged in again. Snap suplex there. As Mace should make a tag, but of course Metallic doesn't let him. Each overhead chop. I mean, why would you? I mean, it's being about fairness, but which I also have enough fairness if they don't go to cheap shots. Huge springboard. It looked like it failed, but nope. It hits in time as T-bar with another cheap shot, tossing Metallic down. As now Metallic got to get Mace, but Mace running into his own partner there. And that flip into a powerbomb from Metallic, making the tag to Dorado. I don't know if I would do that if I would be him, but that's up to him. As Lindsay got him As T-Bar discussing with the officials. Lindsay off the top rope. As T-Bar to get him, double axe hand goes nowhere as Mace avoiding it. The Harlem sidekick there for Mace. As Mace now grounding Lindsay. Clothesline got avoided by Lindsay. Maybe should have got for a tag, like I said. As what a power from Lindsay. Unexpected power, now Mace making the tag to T-Bar. As Lindsay wanted to fly. But now T-Bar's in, so need to change his strategy because T-Bar was too far away. Face first goes T-Bar in the zone in the corner of Lucha House Party. And that's a party T-Bar won't be no part of. Great double team, huge chemistry by Lucha House Party, and unlike the Hurt Business, unlike Retribution, they have no issues with one another. But also don't forget, later tonight we will have our world titles from both women and men's side being defended and title rematches. Huge suplex, and don't forget, in 4 weeks once SmackDown represent the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. As T-Bar, huge power there, as Metallic with huge reversal, but look at T-Bar defending himself against Metallic and looking for a power bomb. He got all of it. So now he's all by himself, realizing it, try to get a sheep shot in on Lindsay. There's no discussion with the official about this sheep shot. Mace back on the apron. T-Bar with a strike, nope. Got a reverse by Lindsay. As Lindsay could rather get flied in, but T-Bar avoiding him. There's no snapmare, takedown by the legal Metallic. That's still legal Metallic, should I say. Same about T-Bar. But lifted up. Snap suplex. I don't know where he does take the power from, but I ask questions since what we've seen in the past. As Metallic off the top, try to fly. T-Bar wants to make the tag there. It's Mace walking away and tossing down Metallic to give him and T-Bar maybe more time, or maybe don't want to get tagged in. Maybe that's the issues. Huge knee from T-Bar and then strike into a suplex. But like I said, maybe the Royal Rumble win for Retribution could calm things down between Retribution, or maybe every of them will be on their own. Each drop kick from Metallic, and even sends Mace off the apron. Double axe handle to the outside. But don't forget, T-Bar and Metallic are legal. Which kicks there for Metallic to Mace and stomp to the leg. As now T-Bar gets involved, where Metallic gets counted out, and wasn't worth to start the count with T-Bar now out. And now against the barricade goes Metallic, and even going first. Nutsack first onto the barricade by T-Bar.
And he'll come back from under the apron.
And running into Metallic. It's T-Bar. Missing the boot. Metallic with the head scissor. So now Metallic try to fly off the apron. Springboard, but nobody home. He misses. Maybe a piece of Bachamania this week. Huge big boot there. Hopefully not though. I mean, big boot got avoided there by Metallic. Sleeper slam. Got all of it. Now making the tag to Lindsay as T-Bar makes the tag to Mace. Mace tried to get Lindsay, but so quick. But still, Mace got the better with his power. Advantage. What a great match so far. Hopefully it stays this way. Mace running into Lindsay. It's Lindsay showing off his toughness here. As Mace able to reverse the punches. Everyone's so smart of Lindsay throwing punches at Mace, but that's to be debatable. As chokeslam from Mace. Storm to Lindsay. She tried to bring in Metallic in. Apple mat slam to Lindsay. Taking Metallic as well. Maybe Mace wants to prove himself here. As Lindsay stopping him on strike. The reverse Hurricane Warner. It's T-Bar now in. Drop kick. Receives a drop kick from Lindsay, and rightfully so. You know, business being inside the ring, huge knee, and also don't forget it was Mace bringing in Metallic. It wasn't Metallic going in for there for himself, what he wouldn't do. I mean, if he didn't get attacked. But look at Mace. Airweight bomb there. Metallic get countered. As now Mace attacking the official for unknown reasons. Cheap shot from Metallic. Shoulder tackle off the apron. Not the apron, and a stomp to Lindsay. And goes in the cover. Will this be enough after this airweight bomb? 1, 2. Sweet as Retribution, despite the miscommunication, despite all the troubles, become #1 contender for the tag team titles. But how can they have a shot against RK Bro? I mean, multiple world champion Randy Orton and Riddle, who are on good terms with one another, despite Riddle eliminating Randy Orton last Sunday at the Royal Rumble. But Orton and Riddle are on good terms. They're working perfectly well together, which can't be said about Mace and Tiva the last couple of weeks. So, like already discussed. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good opportunity for them to, yeah, find answers. As team, but we, oh wow. I don't like that it had to be cheap shots and numbers game for them to win, but still congratulations to Mace and Tiva, and maybe it's a chance for them to find out where their team could last or not. And yeah, easier said than done. And next week they're facing off in singles action against one another. Maybe they can resolve their issues and work together as a unit again. I mean, they did here tonight. So, and impressive double teams from both, most from Retribution, but also from Lucha House Party as well. But Lucha House Party don't have troubles, so I don't fear any breakup there as much as I fear breakup of Retribution. But maybe some guys even celebrated. I mean, after everything Retribution did, so done to all of us. So yeah. Anyways, hope you stay tuned, because we have 2 world title matches on our hands in the main event, 2 main events tonight, and also 2 personal match coming up next with Alexa Bliss versus her rival Maurice, and Riddle against his rival Legend Killer.